Hi there, my name is Kelly Jan, and I am an independent ambassador with Plexus Worldwide, and I'm so excited to get to be with you guys tonight. Tonight, we're going to be talking about the Plexus compensation plan. And for any of you who have been involved with any other network marketing company in the past, or you have done any research or talked to friends who are in other network marketing companies, you know that we have one of the very, very best. I've actually never seen a compensation plan that is quite like ours. And if you've ever seen Natalie Foller, it's spelled, her last name is spelled F-O-E-L-L-E-R. If you ever want to go onto YouTube and just look up her name, Natalie Foller compensation plan, there is an excellent interview with her that talks about just all the ins and outs of different types of compensation plans and why ours is so just top notch and above anything that you're ever going to find anywhere out there. And tonight we're going to go into some just in depth about the 11 different ways that we get paid with Plexus. And that's right, 11 different ways. Now, some of those ways don't come into play until you are at the jewel level, which for Plexus is emerald, sapphire, and diamond. But we'll go over those as well as things that you can start to enjoy right now with Plexus. So I am going to share my screen. And before I do that, I'm actually move you guys over here. Okay. Okay, so thumbs up, everyone can see my screen okay? Yes, Mama Linda, I'm looking at you. You're on my screen. All right, you guys can see it. All right, wonderful. So I want you to go ahead and go to the second page of the print off where it actually lists out the 11 ways, and we're gonna go in order. So number one says preferred customer bonuses. And some of you may have been with Plexus for a while and you know exactly what some of these things are and you're just doing this for a refresher. But if you're watching this for the very first time and you're brand new, you may not even know what a preferred customer is. So I want to bring up a picture that just talks about the different ways that people can buy from Plexus. One is a retail order, that one-time order. You can see that over on the left. One where it says subscription, that is when someone is still a customer with Plexus. They do get about a 15% off of the retail price, that one-time order price. And they have products that come to them every month. And when you have someone who has that subscription, they are a preferred customer. That's where number one comes into play. So a preferred customer bonus. So let's say that you have somebody who takes the triplex combo. They've signed up with you as a preferred customer. They're paying the preferred customer or subscription price. They've not paid the $34.95 every single month when that person orders that product or that triplex combo. You can see right here that you get a $20 preferred customer bonus. That happens every month that they order that. And that's what's really nice about having that subscription in place, because it's going to come every month unless they go in and either cancel it or tweak it. But let's say they order the triplex combo this month and you get a $20 preferred customer bonus. And maybe next month they add on the X Factor vitamin. And so you can see on here that the X Factor is an additional $5. So now you're getting $25 from that one customer. And then maybe the following month, they want to try Mega X. That's another $5. And then maybe they want to get their kids on the Kids Chewable vitamins. That's another $5. So you can see where these preferred customer bonuses really start to add up. One thing that I tell people when I'm going through with them the different ways to buy from Plexus, and I'll pull up the graphic again, tell them that nobody that purchases from me purchases as a one-time order. And the reason for that, other than if they're going to buy a 7-day trial, the only thing that really happens is they're going to pay more money. And if and I'm also going to let them know you're going to pay more and I'm going to make less. So let's get you a 15% savings. My commission is higher. And then you're going to get an email from Plexus 3-4 days before that subscription goes through the next month, so that if for any reason you want to tweak your order or anything like that, I can come in and help you. And guys, when I sign up new preferred customers, I would recommend put a note on your calendar to also reach out a few days before their preferred customer order goes through so that you can help them. So that explains a preferred customer bonus. If we go over to the second way we get paid, it says retail rewards commissions. And you can see here, we've got it broken down from 0 to 99 PV, 100 to 499, and then 500 and up. All of that PV, and PV stands for personal volume, comes from your own personal purchases and any of your either retail or preferred customers. Any volume that's being purchased through your personal website is part of that personal volume. So that's one of the things that sets Plexus aside, because we actually get paid a commission on even the products that we purchase for ourselves and for our own families. The first $99.99, so let's just call it $100. The first $100 goes to Plexus, and that goes to run the company, pay out the bonuses, all of those good things. So on top of that, so from $100 up to $499, we get a 15% commission. And then once you get to 500, you get 25% commission. Now, another thing that really sets Plexus apart is once you reach $500, it goes all the way back to $100. So some companies, you only get 15% from that 100 to 500, and then you only make 25% on just that piece that's over and above. But with Plexus, we get the 25% on the whole from 100 and up once you've hit the 500 PV mark. So that's what the retail rewards commissions are. If you do the math on that, that is why sometimes your upline will reach out to you and say, hey, you're only 20 PV, or you're only 10 PV or 5 PV away from being at 500. If you need a product, go on in and place an order, because now your commission will increase to the point that would actually pay you more than what you spent on the product. So when people reach out, or if your upline reaches out and says, hey, you're really close to 500, that's why they're doing that, because they want you to make more money. So number 3 is the retail rewards override commission. So that's a lot to say. And what that means is when you sign up in the business and you have what we call level 1 ambassadors, or people that you personally bring in yourself, you make as their sponsor an override on their personal PV. So we talked about the retail rewards commission. That's everything that's going through your personal website, and you get paid either 15 or 25% for everything over 100. As the sponsor of those people, so all of my level 1 ambassadors, I'm going to get paid a 5% commission on everything over 100 of, again, their personal PV. So that's what number 3 is, the retail rewards override commission. All right, number 4, business building bonuses. So in Plexus, all the things that I've talked about, number 1 and number 3, those all get paid to you on the 15th of the following month of when that commission actually, or when those sales actually occur. One thing that's neat about Plexus is the business building bonuses get paid out every Friday. So if you sign up a new ambassador today, then the following Friday, the following week Friday, so today, when we're making this recording, it's a Monday. So not this Friday, but the following week Friday, if you've signed up someone who purchased a welcome kit at the $99 level, then you get a $25 business building bonus. And then that's doubled if you sign up somebody with the $199 welcome kit. Now, that also gets paid up 4 levels. So if you've sponsored someone, let's say you make $25, then your sponsor makes $12.50, their sponsor makes $7 and some change, and then their sponsor makes right at $5. And so you can see the breakdown here on your print off where it says business building bonuses, half the cost gets paid to the ambassador, then of the half, 50%. So it breaks it down in percentages, but I just gave you some round numbers. So on Fridays, now that I have built not only people that I'm bringing in personally, but my levels 1, 2s, and 3s are also sponsoring people in the business, that adds up pretty quickly. And so you can definitely, get hundreds of dollars every Friday that gets put into your pay portal with Plexus, which is pretty exciting. And so that's why not only do you want to continue to grow your business wide, meaning that you're personally bringing on new level 1 ambassadors, but that you are helping your new recruits and your new level 1 ambassadors to go silver every month, and that continues to get duplicated, and you'll really see that business building bonus number go up every Friday. A lot of fun. Number 5 is achievement bonus. So if you want to look on the first page of your compensation plan chart, you can see the different levels of achievement with Plexus, starting with ambassador and going all the way over to diamond ambassador. So when you become silver, where right underneath where it says benefits, it says one-time achievement bonus, all the way over from silver up to senior ruby. When you hit that level of achievement or that rank with Plexus, then you receive a one-time bonus. So you can see with silver, it's 100, gold is 250, senior gold is 350, ruby is 500, and senior ruby is 750. So that's not a bonus that you get every single month. It's one time, and you'll receive that on the 15th of the month following the month that you achieve that level with Plexus. And you can see, and you can talk to your upline, they can explain a little bit more about points, and we're going to get into that actually in a minute. But you can see that silver, you need 3 personally sponsored ambassadors who are commission qualified. Gold, you need 100 points. Senior gold, 250. Ruby, 500. Senior ruby, 750. So once you've achieved that, then the following month you'll get this one-time payout. And that's what the achievement bonuses are all about. Number 6 is fast start achievement. So again, if you're looking at the first page, you can see right under the time achievement bonus, it says fast start achievement bonus. So if you achieve the rank of gold, senior gold, ruby, or senior ruby within the first 30 days that you join as a Plexus ambassador, then Plexus gives you an additional bonus of 350, 700, 1250, and 1950. So when you have new people that join, guys, even if you think, well, they just want to take it slow, or I don't want to push them, or I don't want to make them feel uncomfortable, guys, part of your responsibility as their sponsor is to sit down with them and at least go over this document with them, because they're going to be making a commission. And just like in the post about tonight's call, you would never take a job or take a consulting position or any type of thing that you're going to be, even if it was a babysitting job. Even when I was a babysitter, I never showed up at somebody's house if I didn't already talk to them about what my hourly rate was. The same thing goes with Plexus. The person that you have sponsored, they have purchased and you need to sit down with them and go over these numbers with them. And one of the things that in hindsight, I was very standoffish with Melissa, and I told her that I was not interested in one bit about the business. And so she didn't tell me about the compensation plan because I told her I did not want to know. But hindsight, I wish that she had said, you know what, Kelly, you did buy a business. Give me 15 minutes to just walk you through this. Because one of the things that I really regret in myself is that by the time I wanted to build the business, it was too late. I was way past my 30 days, and I really left a lot of money on the table. So make sure that you're going through the comp plan and people know what Fast Start is all about. A three-way message is a great way to introduce Fast Start, because that way, if anyone thinks that someone is being pushy, they don't have to be mad at you. They can think that your upline's being pushy. So you can always throw your upline under the bus. So that's Fast Start achievement. The 7th way that we get paid is Plexus points. Now, this is the most confusing for people, And I get it. It took me a little time to understand it as well. If you're on my team page, and I think that Melissa may have done a breakdown of this as well, there's a deeper dive into points. And this may be something that if you've got questions and you want to spend a little bit more time on number 7, definitely reach out to your next level growing upline. If the person who sponsored you in Plexus, they just joined yesterday too, definitely reach out to me, reach out to Melissa, reach out to somebody who's been around a little bit longer. They can do more of a deeper dive, but I'm going to give you just sort of a surface level explanation of Plexus pay points. So on that first page, you can see the chart where it shows your levels. Levels meaning if you've sponsored someone directly, that's your level 1. Then when they sponsor someone, it's level 2 and so on. And Plexus pays you down 7 levels as far as pay points are concerned. On the right column, you can see, depending on what level they are to you, how many points they are worth to you once they get commission qualified. Qualified meaning that they have 100 PV going through their website every month, over and above even their welcome kit. So you can see a level 1 is 5 points. You can see a 2 is 5 points, 3 is 5 points, and then it goes descending all the way down to level 7, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, what Plexus does is they take all of the money that is generated from all the sales from customers and ambassadors. They put that into a pot. They take 50% of that money that goes to Plexus to pay salaries, to run the warehouse, to do all of those things. The other 50% is then paid out to ambassadors. That's another thing that really sets the Plexus comp plan apart, is that 50%, such a huge percentage of the sales goes back to the field. And so 45% of that 50% is divided out by the amount of sales that were made as going to the company. And that's how you'll hear people talk about pay points. That's how pay points are calculated with that 45%. It's divided out by all the number of active ambassadors who have 100 PV or more, and that pay point is derived every single month. Now, you may have seen that this month the pay point was just a little over $3, which is great. I've seen it a little under $3, a little over $3, but for just simple math, we're going to use $3 as an example. So you can see that in the different ways that we get paid in the short term, the fast money is in your preferred customer bonuses, retail rewards override, retail rewards commission. Yes, I get that. And when you're first starting, that's where you're going to start to see money right away. For the long term, building your business, the Plexus pay points are where it's at. And let me show you why. If you look up underneath requirements, and it says the Plexus points required in your organization to reach a particular rank, we'll start with gold. We'll start with gold, and you can see you need 100 points within your organization to be recognized as a gold ambassador. If you're thinking about pay points, and we're using $3 as the example, $3 times 100 points is $300, so you can do the math there. And then as you look, as your achievement level increases with Plexus, 250 points, 500 points. Okay, so now as a Ruby ambassador, you're taking that same $3 pay point, and just that one way that we get paid, now you're talking about 500 times 3, $1,500. Now go over to Emerald, 1,500 times 3. So now you can start to see how these really start to, the numbers go up and up and up and up and up. And Sapphire, 3,000 points times 3. Now we're talking about $9,000 just in pay points alone. And so you can see that long-term pay points are where the sustainable and long-term residual money comes into play. And the fact that Plexus gives us the opportunity to have that profit share in the company is really, really cool. Now, once we look at 8, 9, 10, and 11, these are the ways that Plexus rewards the jewels in the company, Emerald, Sapphire, Diamond, in above and beyond. So I talked about that when they take that 50% and 45% is divided up amongst all of the ambassadors. So number 8, 9, and 10, if you look up at emerald, sapphire, and diamond, and it talks about, and right here it says take a dip in the pool. So that is when you go emerald, you get a 3% emerald pool. So there's 5%. 3% is paid out to the emerald, an additional 1% when you go sapphire, and then an additional 1% when you go diamond. So that's where that extra, or that last 5% gets paid out in numbers 8, 9, and 10. And then number 11 as a diamond re-entry. So what that means is Plexus allows you almost to clone yourself. So once you become a diamond ambassador and you get to 6,000 pay points on your team, you're able to, if you choose to, sponsor yourself again. It's called a re-entry, and you can build an entirely new organization that you're now getting paid on. So you're getting paid on your existing organization and a new organization that you're building. So many of you are familiar with the name Celeste Quinn. If you're on this call, you are in her downline. She became the first double diamond with Plexus, meaning that she went diamond, she re-entered, and has gone diamond again. Now, Celeste's sponsor is Jen Hawkins, and Jen Hawkins just recently also became a double diamond, meaning that she has a diamond organization, she re-entered and has gone diamond again. There are several people in Plexus that are, diamond silver, diamond gold. Brooke Hemingway, I think, just went diamond emerald. So it's just very exciting that Plexus allows you to do that. Many companies won't even allow you to sign up your spouse, which Plexus does allow. So if you think about it, if you wanted to sign up your spouse, there is a way, and I'm sure there will be couples in Plexus that are they're both double diamonds, which just blows me away. Because when you think about what that looks like, if you go down to the very last page of the income disclosure statement with Plexus, you can see the average annual income by rank or by achievement level with Plexus. And so if you're brand new, you can see these numbers down here per year, and you can do the math on that, what that looks like a month. When you start looking at gold ambassador and silver ambassador, if I were to say to somebody, hey, don't you want to make an extra $10,000 a month? That number is just so mind-boggling for most people, especially for something that's not a full-time job, that it almost can turn people off. Most of the time when you ask people what would be a life-changing amount of money for you to make every month if you could do it in less than 10 hours a week, most people are going to say $500 to $1,000 a month. And what's so awesome about Plexus is that is right here, silver and gold ambassador. I know many people who go silver within the first couple of days of joining Plexus because they're reaching out to their friends and family and said, hey, do this with me. There's a 60-day money-back guarantee. There's nothing to lose. Try this with me. If we hate it, we'll all get our money back. But if we love it, look at what the possibilities can be. Silver ambassador, 3 people on your team. Gold ambassador, 20 people on your team total, not 20 people that you necessarily have sponsored yourself. Boom, you're already at $500 to $1,000 a month. And the numbers just get better from there. I would encourage you to reach out to someone who is in your upline, who is a gold, senior gold, ruby ambassador, and they will tell you that these numbers definitely are not only accurate, but they're even on the conservative side. The last thing I want to do before we wrap up tonight is talk a little bit about some of the other things that Plexus does when you do get to the senior ruby and above level. One of the nice things when you get to be a senior ruby, you do have your own line that you get to call in to Plexus. That is a separate customer service line just for senior rubies. So that's a perk that you get when you go senior ruby. Once you go emerald, you also have a separate jewel line where there are jewel liaisons that are working just with emeralds and sapphires. And then you get a separate line once you go diamond. So that's a perk of being a senior ruby and above with Plexus. Also, when you become an Emerald Ambassador with Plexus, you earn the Emerald Extravaganza trip, which I have been now twice, and that's in Hawaii. You also have access to the car program. So one of the things that has been changed but has not been updated on this print off is the car program. And so you can see that where it says Lexus reimbursement program. It is currently $600 for Emerald. It's $750 Fire and $1,200 for Diamond. So if you want to cross that out and write that in, that is updated information. And then the other thing, when I talked about the trip, Diamonds also get to go on an extended version of the Emerald Extravaganza, where they get to go out early. They stay a few days at a separate resort, and then they join the Emerald for the rest of the trip. So, guys, I know that is a lot of information to try to squeeze in a short amount of time, but I really want you guys to get a full understanding. I'm going to stop sharing my screen here. I want you guys to have as full of an understanding as you can about the compensation plan, again, because it is how, if you are choosing to, even if it's just get your products paid for with Plexus, maybe you don't want to build a large organization, maybe Diamond is nothing that you're interested in, or even Gold, but you say, yeah, I would like to get my products paid for. Guys, the only way that people know how to get their products paid for is for you as their sponsor. It's your responsibility to be able to sit down and explain how they're getting paid, even if the only interested in getting paid are through the preferred customer bonuses or from their commissions. And if we don't sit down and explain it to them, we're really robbing them of the ability to be able to make that happen. So I hope this was informative. I am getting ready to stop the recording. And if any of you then have questions, I'm happy to stay on and answer those for the next maybe 5–10 minutes. So thank you very much, and I hope you guys have